Welcome to the channel, folks. Once again, for a little something extra. I know, and I'll explain why in a bit. First off, before we even get started on here, my lovely new addition here, courtesy of my appearance on Dreaming Tabitha. So, thank you. Had a lot of fun on that. If you haven't checked out Dreaming Tabitha's channel, I'm going to leave a link down below in the description. Okay, before we get started on the topic today, just some stuff I want to say. Really looking forward to this week for the FNT Meetup out here in Las Vegas. Going to meet up with a bunch of like-minded individuals like myself. Let's see who do I know is going to be there. JT from After the Weekend and Late Nights with Cap, the crew from the Salty Nerd, Stephanie from My Nerdy Home, probably since it's a Friday Night Tights meet up, probably Gary from Nerdrotic, Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers, Ryan from RK Outpost, and others. Oh, and also Culture Casino as well. Looking forward to seeing all of you this week. Very excited. And the reason why I'm dropping something today is, for some reason, She-Hulk is premiering on Thursday, not Wednesday. So in the extra day gap, I wanted you guys to have more of me, because I knew you would be going through withdrawals for that extra day. So this is the stuff I do for you guys. But now that that's out of the way, welcome. If you're new here and you're one of the 50% who are watching my content but not subscribed, what you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button. Ring that bell so you know when the next video pops up. Smash the like button. And before you head out, drop a comment down below. And if you're one of the regulars here, welcome back for another round. I ask that you hit that like button, and before you leave, drop a comment down below as well. And of course, share the video out on all the socials. We're about 37 away from 300 subs. Whew, that's exciting. Okay, why we're here. So I was going to focus this topic on one particular thing, but as it's just being so prevalent in Hollywood now, of late, just popping up all over the place, I thought, let's expand this to a broader platform. That being race and gender swapping. I know it happens, but we're going to talk about it in more than just one particular instance. Now, upon hearing the news, and that's a loose term, about the so-called rumor that Giancarlo Esposito is in talks with Marvel Studios to be playing Magneto, Professor Xavier, or as the first thing I heard about this, Doctor Doom, which, by the way, there's nothing in the trade saying any of this, so putting it out as he's putting it out in the universe really means he wants to talk to Marvel. Marvel's not exactly talking to him. Just saying. So, but let's expand this, but we're going to come back to Doctor Doom. Let's look at other IPs that have been popping up recently. We're going to start with the Game of Thrones prequel, that being HBO's House of the Dragon. Now, the article I have linked to this is from Bounding Into Comics, where the co-showrunner, Ryan Condal, was asked about the race swapping of members of House Velaryon, which are allies of the Targaryens, and as depicted in George R.R. Martin's story, they were of old Valyria as well. So very pale skin, silverish hair, piercing purple eyes. If you've seen the trailers, you know that's not happening. So when asked why, showrunner said, well, this was our chance to insert some diversity, aka checking off a box, And it was to avoid, and I quote, seeing a bunch of white people on the screen. So let me get this straight. You're telling the viewer and your potential customers that they really don't care about the source material or your potential customers. This is about what you want to do. Great. Awesome. Also, coming up very soon, the gift that just keeps on giving. Amazon's Rings of Power. Also from Bounding into Comics, where Sophia Namvet, the girl who just won't shut up, at San Diego Comic-Con not too long ago. And this was a interview she gave. This was a quote. "This is a reflection of the world we live in. There are many, and we are different, and we will embrace, discover, peel back, learn, educate, and be educated." Miss Namvet, please don't speak for me, especially when you're wrong. So this statement comes from the person who calls herself the first female dwarf on screen. Apparently she's never watched the Hobbit movies. Shocking. Also, is a dwarf of color. Dwarf of color. Dwarves who lived in mines deep inside mountains. And obviously got a lot of sun exposure deep inside mountains. If the first thing you can talk about, and pretty much the only thing you can talk about, is your character's skin color or gender, you've got a shitty character. Just saying. And this goes now into comic book adaptions, where I talked just the other day, last week, on the Netflix series, this Sandman, and this will tie into the stuff with Marvel as well. I'm going to leave a link to that video also in the description. And my big thing is, when adapting characters from a visual medium, that being comics or graphic novels, to another visual medium, that being live action, the fans of these characters know what these characters look like. So when you're gender swapping or race swapping, you're telling the fans, you're telling your potential customers, I don't care what you expect. This is my story. I'm telling it. I'm telling you. Sheer fucking hubris. But that brings us to Dr. Doom. Now, Fandom Wire saw an article that addresses this very topic, entitled, I believe it was, Marvel doesn't care about their character's heritage. We've seen this. That's going to be apparent with the first appearance of Namor in Wakanda Forever. But talking about Dr. Doom, who first appeared in the Fantastic Four #5, July of 1962. This guy's been around for 60 years, and he is one of the baddest characters in all of comics. One of the most recognizable, one of the cornerstones of comic book bad guys. Now, again, the rumor from the news is Giancarlo Esposito. Keep that in mind. Now, Dr. Doom's heritage, he is of Romani descent. Now, the Romani people, for lack of a better term, gypsies. Their origins are South Asia, Eastern Europe, the country, the fictitious nation in the comics where Doctor Doom is the ruler of Latveria, is on the border of Hungary and Romania in the Carpathian Mountains. Right. Giancarlo fits completely right in that, historically, in that setting. Obviously. Here's the problem. When you start race swapping characters, you're changing their origin. You're changing their backstory. And this is blatantly disrespectful to the creators of these characters. In this case, Jack Kirby and Stan Lee. So, wrapping this up, final thoughts on this. These Hollywood creatives are telling you to your face that they don't care about these properties that they have been given stewardship of. And they don't care about you. They don't care about what you like. They don't care about what you expect. This is all about what they want. And I know there are some out there who are like, okay, so what? If the studio doesn't care, why should I care? You know, then all you are, and that's what these studio executives and producers and writers and directors and frankly actors are hoping for. That you're just going to take that bowl of slop that has a Marvel label or a Star Wars label or whatever label it is, slurp it all up, and then come back. Please, sir, I want some more. Raise your standards. And a couple videos I have seen from a channel that were just made recently from a channel called Call Me Chato really explains this. So, if you don't believe me, go check out these videos from a former TV network executive. This was the guy who greenlit stuff. This was the guy who made stuff happen in network TV. But hey, that's just my thoughts. Turning it back over to you now. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. And I'll see you Thursday for She-Hulk review. Here we go. Episode 1. And then Friday, you can find me at Legion Talk, 5 p.m. Pacific time. And something else on Saturday. We'll see. But hey, in the meantime, subscribe, ring that bell, hit the like button, share the video, especially if you liked it, and if you did like it, share it with someone you know who will like it. And if you didn't like it, also share it with someone you know who will like it. And until then, have a great rest of your week, guys. Always have fun. Hashtag keep talking. And always keep that smile on your face. Toodles!